Okay, hello everyone. So we're going to discuss the answer for the assessment A. So let's start with question number 1, which is linear programming. Okay, in this question, you're supposed to find the maximum profits. Okay, the maximum profit made by the factory that produces pen P and pen Q. So let's start. Let's put pin P as X and pin Q as Y. Okay, P as X and pin Q as Y. So you have three constraints here or restriction. Okay, so the first constraint is when the total volume of pin that can be produced is 8,000. So the first one, it should be X plus Y less or equals than 8,000. Okay, there's a limit that this factory can produce of these two pins. The second constraint is when volume of pin Q produced is at most 2 times the volume of pin P. So Y, when they say it's at most, so that's the maximum, so we should put less or equals than to X. And the third constraint, the volume of pin produced is at least 2,000 liter. So at least, so we're going to use greater or equals than 2,000. Okay, so now you have three constraints here. The next, what you're supposed to do is to draw the lines of these three inequalities. Okay, so let's start with the first one. X plus Y equals to 8,000. You can use the intercept. That means when X equals to 0, then Y is 8,000. Then when Y equals to 0, X equals to 8,000. So we're going to draw a straight line. 8,000. It means the intercept is at 8,000 at x-axis and also 8,000 at y-axis. Okay, I'm going to draw the third constraint or the third line first, where y equals to 2,000. So this is the line where y equals to 2,000. And down here, this part. And the next one is y equals to 2x. So for this line, for those, if you want to draw, that means you can put as, let's start with x0. When x0, then y is 0. That means this line at the origin. And after that, for the second value for x, you can choose any value of x here on the axis. So I will choose 2,000. Therefore, y equals to 4,000. Right? Because y equals to 2x. So that means the graph or the line must passes through 2,000, coordinate 2,000 and 4,000. So the line, this is the line from origin to point 2,000 and 4,000, the coordinates. Okay, and don't forget to label it. This graph is x plus y equals to 8,000. This is y equals to 2x, and this is y equals to 2,000. Right? Then after that, you need to shade the unwanted region. Unwanted, that means the, okay, if let's say the first one, x plus y less or equals to 8,000. So we're going to shade the area where x plus y more than 8,000. That means above the line. So we're going to shade this area, x plus y unwanted. So this is area where x plus y is more than 8,000 above the line. And so for the second constraint also, it should be above the line. Always remember, in this question they ask you to shade the unwanted. Okay, so that means when they ask you to draw shade your equalities more, then you should go opposite. Okay, and the third, when y greater or equals than 2,000, so we shade below the line. That means where y is less than 2000. So now you can see, as you can see on the graph, you have triangles. Okay, the area of this triangle I'm going to put as line. Let's say I put this line blue, the boundary is blue, or I shape this part. Okay, the blue this here I put, or R, is the area where satisfy the inequalities. Okay, and you see you have 3 points at the corner of this triangle. Okay, so let's say I'm going to label it as A, and this is B, and this is C. So what is the point of these 3 points at the corner? Okay, remember here you need to find the profit. So the objective is to find the profit. So the objective here, I put P because it's profit, is based on where P, the profit of pen P is $4 and for pen Q is $3. So 4x plus 3y. So this is what we call objective. Okay, so you're gonna start how to find the profit. You have to use the coordinates of these 3 points, but in this linear programming, it's so obvious that point A is less. Okay, you won't get the maximum value, so you can ignore this point A first. So we only so we can consider point B. The coordinate is if you look at your graph, you should get 2700 and 5300. This is the coordinate, and for C is 6000 and 2000. Okay, so that means how to find this profit. Again, you sub. Okay, so P equals to 4x plus 3y. So that means at point B, at B, P equals to 2700 plus 5300, which is equals to, then you get P equals to 26,700. Okay, and at point A, P, the point, the profit, you will get 4. You sub in the coordinate, so 4 times 6000 plus 3 times 2000. Okay, so you will get P equals to 30,000. Okay, so when you compare, you can see the maximum profit here is, the maximum profit is $30,000. Okay, right?